Hi guys, good evening from the world headquarters of the Dwight Burdett YouTube channel here in sunny Mazatlan, Mexico. Such as it is. And oh, ridiculously hot today, just smoking hot. Humidex get up to 44. That may not mean much to my American friends, but that's why we have Google. You can Google it and find out just how freaking hot that is. I think it's around 115, 117. God, it was hot. And so I had some chicken and mashed potatoes in the fridge, and I thought, well, I could heat them up and eat them or not. And just no freaking way. What you want to eat is like ice cream and cold yogurt and just anything that's not hot. So that's what I had. I had yogurt. Anyway, I've made an executive decision here at the headquarters. I'm buying a scooter. I tossed it over and over and over in my head about buying a small car. I really like those Renault Quids. 205,000 pesos. I don't know what that is in Canadian dollars. A lot. Probably 12,000 Canadian dollars. Maybe more. Then I get thinking. Tell me if I'm thinking wrong, guys. If you take a Pulmonea every day and say your average cost is Pulmonea or an Uber is 50 pesos to go down to the Olympia, or go down to the grocery store, or go down to Old Saltas, whatever, and then add in a propina, a tip, you can take a hell of a lot of Uber rides and Pulmonea rides for 200,000 pesos. I did the math. If my math is right, I figure you could take an Uber every day for the next 10 years. And then, say you bought that little car and you paid it off in, 3 years. I guess that would be pretty typical. You still got to put gas in it. You still got to buy insurance for it. You still got to buy tires for it. You still got to maintain it. And say you kept it those 10 years. It'd be a rusted piece of junk worth nothing. So it's not like it's an investment. I remember reading a story once. Oh, I can't think of the guy's name. He wrote a couple really good financial books. He used to run Fidelity Mutual. Peter. Anyway, he told the story about when Subaru was first introduced to the United States of America. A little Subaru was about $4,000. So a lot of people bought Subarus. I know, living in New Brunswick, I'd drive down into the New England states. Man, those cars were everywhere. So what he said was, had you not bought a Subaru, had you foregone the Subaru car and taken the $4,000 US dollars and bought Subaru stock instead, when Subaru first came to the United States, your $4,000 investment now would be worth $2 million. $2 million! And your Subaru car is a rusted piece of junk. So that's kind of the way I think about cars. And I looked at, I just can't justify it. But I have decided to buy a scooter. And I don't know why. I don't know if that's a good decision. I see a little scooter I like it, Copel. Right. Let me know what you think. It's 26,000 pesos. About 1,400 US dollars. it gets 35 kilometers to the liter or something like that. Let's say 30, whatever. You're not going to go broke putting gas in it. And it'll allow me a little more mobility just when I want to go to the OXXO. Like the OXXO's 10-minute walk each way. So you really got to want something kind of bad to go to the OXXO and back. But if you could zip down on the scooter and back, that wouldn't be that bad. Or zip down to Olas Altas, or early in the morning, take my beautiful big Sony camera out and put it in the storage under the seat. And go to some nice part of Mazatlan and take some photos. I love taking still photos. Maybe this scooter will allow it. So I get the cash to go buy it today. But in Mexico, they don't know a Canadian credit rating from a hole in the ground. Nothing. So I have a credit account at Coppel. There's absolutely nothing on it. I bought a TV on it and paid it off, and they think I'm wonderful. Yeah, they'll loan me money, they'll do whatever, but their interest rates are exorbitant, to say the least. So what I thought I'd do is pay for about half the little scooter cash money and pay the rest in 3 installments. But I don't want a credit charge in the middle of the month. I just friggin' hate that. I hate the fact, that's the one thing I don't like about this house. On the 19th, I said, yeah, I'll take it. And then she said, okay, your rent's due every month on the 19th. Well, I said, can't we prorate that? Like, I'll pay you and we'll make it due at the end of the month, at the first of the month? No, can't do that. They don't do that here. So I'm stuck with rent on the 19th. And in effect, what I do is I just pay her on the 1st. Screw it. She gets her money a couple weeks plus early. And good news is the hospital bed is gone. I have space in my bedroom again. I can actually drive this wheelchair in, turn around and come back out without having to do a 15-point backing up turn. And that's great. I think that's wonderful. So life is good. And then I'm of two minds whether to share this with you or not. Don't tell anybody. But when I was single, I dated Cynthia for a while. And I really liked Cynthia, and we had a lot of fun together. And then when I decided to go back with Lupita and be really serious about it and get engaged to her, I said to Cynthia, I got 11 years invested in this girl, and as much as I like you, I hope you understand that I don't know, I just got to do this. And she did. She was very magnanimous, that's a good word, about it. And she said, I get it, Dewey. You do what you have to do. I'm fine. And kind. And then when I got really sick, she didn't come by. And that was driven by respect for Lupita and privacy for me and privacy for her and me. And anyway, I lived to tell the tale. And then the day I went back to the Olympia, oh man, she was excited to see me. Such a nice feeling. Have somebody love to see you. And we've been having a great time ever since. Like, a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun together. And the thing is, she speaks Spanish so fast, so far above the level I understand. But we're learning. It's kind of like a mother teaching her children how to speak. And I'm trying to learn. I really do try. And But, so anyway, she says to me last night, you know, I'd really like to take you out and introduce you to my family. Because I'm pretty serious about you. That's kind of flattering. I said, you know, Cynthia, I have a lot of fun with you and really enjoy your company. You just brighten my day every time I'm with you. And it's so true. And so last night she came with Hector. Oh yeah, this is a two-part story. And Hector picked up that hospital bed. It's gone, thank God. Now I have room in my camera again, my bedroom again, and I can drive in there in the wheelchair and actually turn it around and come back out. And it's great. And not that it really matters, but and I bought a little fridge, Coca-Cola fridge. I'm going to put that in the bedroom now that there's room for it, and put some beer and Coca-Cola in there, so if I get up in the night I can have a cold Coke without having to get up and come to the kitchen. And but anyway, that's neither here nor there. So last night Hector came. He's not a great big man. He's probably what I was when I was healthy, 160, 170 pounds. And then Cynthia, and they were going to carry the bed out to the truck. Well, as luck would have it, and this is fortuitous, I like that word too, and magnanimous and fortuitous, two words you probably never thought you'd hear in this YouTube video. One of my viewers, who's become my friend, hola, buenas tardes, Enrique, who lives in California but has a house down here, he's been working on. He thinks he's got it ready to sell, so let me know if you'd like to see that house. I'll accept your request as long as it's accompanied by at least a $5 super thanks. And maybe I'll give your request more weight if it's accompanied by a $10 super thanks. And yeah, as luck would have it, just when they were about to lift the bed, in walks Enrique, and he helped Hector put it in the back of the truck, and they got it out of here and took it to the neighbor lady. So it's all good. And I don't know what else I can tell you. I've told you secrets. I've told you big words. I've told you no lies. And I'm having a couple beers here. I bought some Coors Light because you cannot get Pacifico on Amazon. Anyway, Hector says, just call me. I'll go get you some beer. So that's good. And I'm going to see this little ramp, and I'm going to paint that like that no parking yellow. Did I get that in there? No, it's fine. Move this around. So at some point I got it in there. The other night it was garbage night, and I went and I put the garbage out, and it was just one cardboard box and a Glad kitchen catcher, and I put it out. 3 different places and 3 different neighbors parked absolutely square in front of it, so there was no way the garbage truck could see it. I moved it, and finally, once they were all parked, I moved it between them and the center of the street. Well, you know what they did? They ran over it 5 times. Jesus. And then the last guy, driving like a Ford Explorer or some big rig like that, got it jammed under his front differential and dragged it down the street into his yard, where his truck should have been parked in the first place. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, that reminds me. This girl going by on the scooter, she works for the Red Cross. She won't talk to me anymore. And Lupita thinks it's because she's heard that I'm an ungrateful bastard. I said, gee, I wonder where she got that misinformation coincident with your departure. Lupita didn't know either. So, imagine that. She won't even look at me, talk to me, nothing. I've known the girl for years. All of a sudden I'm a SOB. Such is life. So anyway, I had a good time today texting my friend Tom up in Canada. He and I have ridden motorcycles together since Christ was a cowboy. And Tom was New England State's road racing champion on 1000cc motorcycles. He's a pretty quick boy. And I can keep him in sight, but just barely. And so I showed him a picture of the scooter. He thinks that's pretty cool. He can't believe the prices down here. Because a nice little scooter down here is about $1,400 US. Anyway, guys, that's enough. I see Cynthia sending me messages. I got to see what that's all about. And thank you for watching. Keep those cards and letters coming in. And those super thanks, they help immensely. Not many of them. Good Lord. I'm pulling teeth. Anyway, I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.